What's happening in Singapore? Well, I'm eating a cream puff. To find out more, join me after the intro. What's happening today? Welcome back. I was actually walking around today and I was actually at the National Library. And here at the National Library, I actually bumped into this exhibition of early advertising in Singapore. So I thought, hey, free admission, why not? And it's on the 10th floor. Yes, the 10th floor, somewhere up there. Sometimes I wish I was a photographer. That would make a very beautiful picture. Look at that. Very unique view. Unfortunately, I'm not. But, so basically what this exhibition is about is early advertising. So there's a lot of exhibits, mainly from books and magazines about early advertising in Singapore. How they advertise, and one thing interesting here is you get to see things that you don't normally get to see, like old places, old hotels, old businesses that no longer exist. From your childhood, some of you may remember some of the things, some of the brands. So basically it's just like this. We've lost a lot of periodicals, books, magazines, and you can actually see all the different types of advertising. They actually advertise, how they advertise, who they advertise to, what type of advertising they did, which is very, very interesting. And I also see advertising for places that no longer exist, and some of the common brands that are still around now, but a very interesting place, something that you should come and see. And of course, on the 10th floor itself, you can have a beautiful view, the beautiful view of Victoria Street. Or is it Middle Street? I think it's Middle Street. Anyway, it was a very interesting exhibition. You should come and have a look. Next, we are at Bread Papa, and this place sells cream puff. And they have a new type of cream puff, which is the Gula Melaka cream puff. So we must definitely give it a try, shouldn't we? So as per usual, this is Bread Papa's cream puff. The puff itself is crunchy, and then they actually pipe in the cream inside. So once you bite it in, you can actually see the cream itself. And don't get me wrong, the cream puff here is creamy. It cost me $3, but still creamy. And because of the Gula Melaka, it's much sweeter than normal cream puff, but you don't get any much of a Gula Melaka fragrance or taste to it. Just that it's much sweeter than normal cream puff. Lastly, is a news not from Singapore but from Bangkok. Have you seen the news recently? There's this news, some guy actually posts on Facebook where he was actually went into a taxi cab, and then the taxi cab driver told him, "Oh, I'm too tired, why don't you drive the car instead?" This would never ever happen in Singapore, because first of all, a Singaporean would not drive the taxi for you. Secondly, immediately after that, the person will make a complaint to the call center. And furthermore, only in Thailand, where the passenger will say, "Okay, I don't mind to drive it for you," and drive the taxi to his destination. And the worst thing is, the most terrible thing, the taxi driver charged him the full fare. Right, the full fare was actually 300 baht. I'm thinking, even in Singapore, if you go the wrong direction, the wrong way, some passengers will actually demand to have a discount or even if you don't demand a discount, sometimes the taxi driver will even give you the discount beforehand. Anyway, and also one more thing, 300 baht, where was the guy actually traveling to? Because from my experience, when I travel, taking it from, when I went to Bangkok, from the airport, I took the Bangkok to the city, take a taxi to the city itself. It doesn't even cost me, I mean, if you go through the meter, it doesn't even cost more than 100 baht, less than 100 baht. Here, 300 baht. He must be traveling a very long distance. Either that, or he was stuck in the jam, which is possible in Bangkok. And then, as I was heading home, I noticed something very interesting here. Look at that. People are queuing up. What are they queuing up for? I was just wondering. And the thing they are queuing up for is Songfa Bakute. Finally, as per usual, you know what to do. Please help me by liking my video, sharing my video, and subscribing to my channel. You don't have to, but I would appreciate it if you do. And lastly, the most important thing you need to do, you must do, is to join me for my next adventure. Until then, bye bye.